Good morning. Yeah, I can't put the camera out here because it's raining. It's just a nasty old rainy day. That's a good thing because our last week we've had temperatures high as 75. It's crazy in December. So this is a front moving through. It's already cooling off. We're supposed to get more like December weather now. So, yippee. Bird. So, dealing with predators on the homestead. Let me tell you what happened. Well, I've been planning on doing this for a while because I still see people, complaining that, something's killing my chickens. What do? I don't want to harm them. Well, then get rid of chickens. I've said in the videos in the past, as soon as you buy or obtain, whether it's born on your property or you buy them or whatever, livestock, chickens, goats, pigs, cows, whatever, you are responsible for their safety, okay? So if you're unwilling or unable to protect them, you don't need them, okay? Just get rid of them. Give them to somebody who can take care of them. If you're sitting there day after day, something's killing your animals day after day, and you're not doing something to protect them, you do not deserve to own them. You're abusing them, okay? You're an animal abuser. So anyway, people say, I just don't know what to do. There's something killing my chickens or my ducks. Or I'm like, you take care of the predator, okay? Yeah, I moved into his habitat. Too bad, so sad. But that's what happens in life, in reality, in real life. That's what's happened has happened since the beginning of time. People or other predators move into an area and run the ones that are there off, or take care of them. So, I'm trying my hand at curing meats, preserving meats through salt curing and stuff. So down here in this chest, of that buck I killed, I had 2 hams, 1 shoulder, the other shoulder was run by the bullet. 1 tenderloin, because I ate all the others. I ate the back straps and tenderloin. I had 1, and I had some smaller cuts of meat, and I was salt curing those. And at night, when it would get down to upper 20s, low 30s, I'd leave the lid open, let it chill down. During the day, I'd cover it. Put the lid down and to keep all that, cold in. I didn't put ice on it because it's salted down. And then I would drain the liquids off, put it back in, repeat. Because, like I said, our daytime temps were in the 60s and 70s. Ooh, it ain't gonna make it today, good thing. So yesterday, I take the meat out and drain it. I put the meat back in. I'm going, wait a minute. I'm missing some meat. I was missing a tenderloin, nice tenderloin, and some smaller cuts of meat. Oh, what in the world? Now I remember the night before my dog barked a little bit, but I have a security light here, motion sensor security. It never came on. I looked outside, didn't see nothing, so I didn't think about it. Sometimes he barks to be barking. And then it dawned on me, something came up on the porch, got in my cooler, and got my meat out and stole it. Now, I don't know if animals like that can taste salt, but that stuff was salted down. It probably had a corn in it. So I put my game cam, one of my game cams up on the porch last night. I really thought it was raccoons, because I've got some game cameras out over that way, about 150 yards, and I've got some big old raccoons around here. They're gonna make some nice hats. So unfortunately, I take my scraps out in the woods, about 75 yards that way, for let the critters clean it up. stay out that way, predators. Stay out that way. But no, you come on my porch. You crossed the line right there. There's no more coexisting. So, this, and you're probably wondering what was on my porch. Well, here's what the game cam showed. Yeah, I really thought it was a raccoon. It may have been, maybe Mr. Fat Possum just got here a little late or something, but I'm pretty sure he's the culprit because there's a bag of corn right here. I think if it had been raccoons, they would have got into the corn as well. It's funny, raccoons love corn, but possums not so much. Go figure. So I'll have to deal with the possums. I've got at least 4 distinct possums around here that I know of. And up here someplace I'll put the link to my video about possums. If you're one of those just new to the channel and you think possums are just the most wonderful things ever because somebody on Facebook told you that they eat millions of ticks, watch that video. So otherwise, man, I should have put my jacket on. So otherwise, predators here, you know, I've seen red fox, which is very rare for this area, come in one night back in September up on the dirt road, and he ran across the road here. She, I don't know what it was. So as thick as it is, usually we will have gray fox. I'm sure there's here, but coons, possums, and the other morning, right out here, I heard coyotes. It's the closest I've ever heard coyotes. Usually they're ducks are dying out on the lake. Usually coyotes. There's a train about track a couple miles away, and usually when he's going by blowing the horn, you can hear the coyotes off in the distance. But the morning they're right out here. So I have my share of predators. I'm seriously thinking about getting chickens, so I'll have to deal with those. And it's part of homesteading, dealing with predators, because they want to eat the stuff that you have. And in a utopia or ideal perfect world, we'd all just coexist and get along and sing kumbaya. In the real world, if you're homesteading, you have to deal with predators. Okay? Whether that is shooting them or trapping them, they have to be dealt with. Scaring them away doesn't work, okay? Because they're going to come back. Once they find a place of free food, they're coming back until that food is exhausted. And if that means killing every one of your chickens, killing your dog, killing your cats, killing your geese, ducks, turkeys, whatever, they're going to be there. So there'll be some trapping going on here as soon as I get to storage to get my traps out. Probably will have chickens. I'm going back and forth because I want to do some traveling this upcoming summer. So between that, because there's nobody here I can depend on to take care of my critters while I'm gone. Between that and the predators, I just thought, no. But now I'm thinking, maybe, I don't know. I know some of you going, oh, get live traps and just take them away. That's stupid. That's one of the stupidest things you could possibly do. Here's why. Number one, in every state that I'm aware of, transporting wildlife to another area is highly illegal, even if it's a mile down the road. If you get caught, they will fine you, and it's pretty stiff fine. From what I heard, $500 on up. And here's why it's stupid. Some of you people think with your heart and you don't never think with your mind. Let's say The government comes one day, the sheriff comes to your door, and they're escorting somebody there. They're not, they're on their hazmat hazard suits. They're knocking on your door. Open up! Sheriff's Department! You open the door, they throw this person in with you. He has no hazmat suit on, nothing. Okay, he's got COVID-19, he's living with y'all. And you're going to go ballistic. Well, why are you throwing this infected person in my family's house? Okay, you're not going to like it. Well, that's the same thing when you haul off an animal, a coon, raccoon, whatever, and turn them out on someplace else. That wildlife population in that area, this is one of the reasons it's illegal to relocate wildlife, because it could be diseased. It might not show no symptoms, but it can still have diseases, and you've just infected a new population. Well, he looks healthy to me. Are you a freaking vet? Did you give him a physical? Did you run blood tests on him and all that? No, you didn't. All you saying about, oh, I just take the poor little coon down the road, a possum, and turn him loose, and he'll live happy ever after. Number 3, 2, 3. Okay. 3, I think. Let's say you get that same knock at the door. Hey, we're throwing these people in with you. They're healthy, but now they're going to start eating all your groceries that you bought and you worked for and bought. They're going to start eating that, living off you. Same difference. Even if your animal you haul off is healthy, you put an undue pressure on that population, because that population is probably near carrying capacity in most areas, especially fur bearers, because there's a lot less trapping these days and hunting of them as there used to be. So you've just increased the pressure on that area, even if it's one animal. That one animal still has to eat, still has to find some place to live, and it's going to fight with all the other ones. Now, and it will either be killed or wounded when it starts fighting with the native population wherever you haul it, even if it's a mile down the road. Which really, if you just haul a mile down the road, they're coming back. So that's why relocating wildlife is stupid and illegal, and as it should be. Okay, if you don't have the heart to euthanize an animal you trap, don't trap them. Don't go to the trouble. I see all the time people go, well, I put a live trap out and caught a skunk. How do I get them out? If you don't know the answer to these questions before you do it, you have no business trapping, live trapping or otherwise, an animal. Oh, man, some people. So, the best way to deal with predators is to euthanize them. Whether that's lead bullet or a trap, and you go out there and whack them over the head, whatever. Deal with it. That's what you do. You don't let them continue to kill your livestock. You don't continue to let them steal your food. You got coons destroying your sweet corn. You kill the coons. Every state, you call a game warden up, and he's going to tell you that if it's destroying your property, in every state that I know of, if the animal's destroying your property, you can kill them. Even if it's deer, you can call the game warden up and he can give you a depredation permit. So there's no excuse for you to allow predators, and yes, if deer are eating your corn, they just become a predator. Or your garden or anything else. So you have to deal with them. So anyway, I don't know how long this is on. This kind of been ranting behind people who just, well, I don't know what to do. There's a fox killing my chickens every day. Something kills another chicken. I just don't know what to do. Well, you can increase the security of your pen, but that predator will still be there, and he's going to still try to get there. So, if that means you have to dig a trench around your chicken pen, a foot deep, and put some wire down there so they can't dig under the fence, if that means you have to cover the top of your chicken pen and chicken run to keep owls and hawks out, you do that. But you also take care of the predators, because They're going to keep coming back. Crows. Hear all the crows. They're predators. What they got? They must have found them a hawk or something. A lot of hawks around here. So anyway, if you really want a homestead, taking care of predators is part of homesteading. It's not a pretty part of homesteading. It's not the lovely part you see in magazines and all these cute little homesteading blogs. No, it's, you know, it's probably the darker side of homesteading. But it's a fact of life, and it's something you have to do. Y'all have an awesome weekend. Catch you on the next video. Looks like the rain's finally moving out. I think I'm going to go make me a pot of coffee. Then I'll think about doing something else.